So much happened in that game. How do you sum it up and sort of all your emotions?
No, if you have half an hour. But the main emotion, I think, should be how impressive and powerful the tribute for Diogo was. So the banner that the cops showed, the way "You Never Walk Alone" was sung, the way they sung, I think sung is the word for Diogo before the game, in the first minute, after 20 minutes, in the end of the game. It was all so impressive and so powerful. And that's, I think, what my main emotion is after the game. And then there was even a game that ended in 4-2, where a lot of things happened.
And I mean, how do you feel the dramatic end with Federico Chiesa? I mean, his best man for Liverpool.
Yeah. After the fans sung for him so many times during the game already and last season as well. I think it's very nice for him to give them something in return, and that's definitely what he did today. Unbelievable atmosphere in the final minutes. I thought that, of course, winning the league here will always be more special than winning a home game against Bournemouth, but the last 6 or 7 minutes, wow, how impressive that was. So, great game, 3 teams involved in a great game. You ask me why 3. Now, of course, Bournemouth and us playing full gas for 96 minutes or even longer, 99 I think. And the referee that just kept the game going, didn't blow his whistle every single time for every small thing. So it was, I think, a great game to watch. In the end, we won it, so that helps for my emotions. But I think this is what you would like to see. I've said many times last season about the Paris Saint-Germain game, and you can't compare the last 32 game again with a first game of football in the Premier League. But it was, in terms of importance, but it was similar. Both teams, all in, high intensity. Never give up, both teams. Then you get a game like this. We have a good referee, by the way.
Please.
There's been a lot of talk about Federico's future. Do you think it is at Liverpool?
As long as he's here, he's definitely at Liverpool, and I have no reason to believe something is going to change. He's had a hard time last season getting his match fitness ready. Unfortunately for him, he missed out on our Asian tour as well. So then you miss quite a lot. Not only him, Joe Gomez the same. We've lost Conor Bradley in the end. So all my substitutions were also related with players that probably couldn't go for 90 minutes. And Federico, when we needed him, I brought him in. 2-2, you need a number 9. We brought him in and he delivered. And that's always positive for your future at the club.
Why do you think it is that the fans have taken to Federico to such an extent? Is it, given the role he's played over last year, it's unusual to have a song or not?
Yeah, that's difficult for me to tell you because although I'm also a fan of this club, I'm never standing at the cup, so and I don't come up with these songs. But the only thing I can come up with maybe is that Federico had a great history. He was a big player deciding to go from Italy to England. You don't see that much players from Italy going to England. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's also a nice song to sing. But then I probably don't give him the credit he deserves. So yeah, I cannot give you the exact answer, but that might have something to do with it. He had a very important goal in England for his national team. Maybe our fans remember that.
Obviously the incident with Semenyo, and you spoke to him at the end of the game. I'm just wondering what you said and what you made of what has allegedly happened.
No, I think it's under investigation at the police now. The club made a very clear statement about what we feel about this. And unfortunately, but we definitely have to talk about it. It's a good thing you talk about it. It's a good thing that I have to answer this. But after, actually, this day should be about Diogo and about how the tribute was. But we definitely need to address this because it's unacceptable in every football stadium, let alone at Anfield. So yeah, I spoke to him after the game that we will try to do everything to find that person, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think they already found him or not.
I think so.
I think so. So that's a good thing, and wherever we can help him, we will try to do so. And big credits to him if something happens like this, and you can perform so well in the second half. Then he's not only a great player, because that I can see how fast he is, but he also has he's very strong mentally. If something like that happened, to get such a second half performance, that sums up him as a person and him as a player. But again, unacceptable in football in general, let alone at Anfield.
Can I just check how Mo is as well, because he seemed to get very emotional at the end.
Yeah.
Mo Salah.
Yeah.
Is he okay?
Yeah, I think we all. I'm not sure because I didn't ask him, but I actually didn't want to go in after the game because I found it so special how our fans reacted today and how they kept on singing in the end of the game for Diogo. And I think the whole tribute, the whole day, the whole game is every time you think you cannot expect more from Liverpool fans, they top this or they overperform. Because again, what a tribute, and I think Mo felt after the game how special that was, and probably he also felt the emotion because we all knew his family is here, his wife is here, his children are here. And for them might be special to hear how much he's loved over here and what the fans had the banner and what they did. But we also feel the emotions of how much grief they still have. And that mixed emotions maybe led to Mo being emotional, and I think I felt the same without being in tears, but I definitely felt the same emotions.
Last question there, please.
Just the 2 goals that Bournemouth scored, how do you think you can stop those counter-attacks? What did you see that went wrong in those moments?
Not a lot. Normally you can complain about our players not sprinting back hard enough, but they did. The only thing we need to do better, but that's in an ideal world, is where do you lose a ball? So the first ball, I think there is something I can say about that. Losing a ball with a trick, if you're 2-0 up, is not necessary. Maybe if you're 1-0 down or you really need a goal, you want to force something. But in that moment, I think it's not the way to lose a ball like Dominic did. Second goal, we are a team that likes to attack. We are a team that wants to score goals. Rest defense was in order the moment we lost the ball. We were 2v1 against the number 9. But instead of what Mo usually does, is getting a cross in or getting a shot in, he squared it just behind Mo and then give credits to the other team at how many bodies they sprinted towards our 18-yard box. So it's fine margins. The best way is not to lose a ball, and if you do lose it with a shot or it ends up in a corner kick or a goal kick, but not lose it at your own 18-yard line or where Dominic lost it. But I always judge how hard do they sprint back, and in both situations they sprint back really hard. They gave it all, but credits to Bournemouth that are a very, very fit team as well, like us, because we could manage to come back after the 2-2.